We just got a curly haired tarantula. Let me introduce him to you. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Spooderpods. I'm David, and today we're introducing our new curly haired tarantula, Curly. Now we got him at the same time we got the mantis because we can't resist. We had one space left for a larger enclosure for when he gets bigger, and we thought, why not? So little Curly is only a baby. He's just literally maybe entering the juvenile stage. And I just heard that curly haired tarantula were really cool, and we only have space for one big tarantula eventually. So we picked this one purely on recommendations and the fact we just loved how they looked. You know, the sort of fluffy appearance is very endearing, and when they get to adult age, the fact they're quite docile and relaxed, and they just tend to sit out on display a lot. I know a lot of people say that they don't always, and I've noticed from our sling he's hiding an awful lot, but it's kind of normal for them. So I said Curly is only very little, so we got him a little 10 by 10 cube. I'm almost tempted to rehouse him into something smaller, so I still think this is quite big. When we first got it, we put a giant, well not giant, but a medium-sized T-Rex skull in there for a hide. Didn't like it, removed that. Just added a little cork bark hide for him now. I haven't got much footage to show you of him, so I'll be putting up some photos and a little bit of video of him because he's been hiding most of the time. But again, for these slings, that's completely normal, and it's not something that a lot of people tell you, you know, that they will hide a lot. And I suppose that's why some of the more experienced breeders and keepers will keep them in smaller enclosures just to make sure you can get them to eat and grow up, which is something we're stumbling our way through because I have in the past only ever dealt with like sub-adult and adult tarantulas. So for me, tarantula sling is a new experience, and one I'm grateful to go into, because the more I learn, the more I can share with you, and the more experience I get as an invert keeper. So as I said, Curly spent most of his time burrowed now. We have sort of gently disturbed some of the substrate to see if he's getting on alright, and we can't really find him anymore, so again, I think a rehouse is on the cards soon, just to make sure he is eating. At this size, even though a lot of people say you should be giving him green bottles, it just seems too big. So another friend of ours recommended some cut up mealworm pieces, which we're trying, and we're going to put a couple of fruit flies in there to see if he goes for them. Again, if he's burrowed or potentially molting, these things won't harm him, we can just remove them again, and at least he'll have the option of snacking. With his enclosure set up, I'll hold it up, but I'll also probably put some footage on the screen of it. We basically went very sparse after the T-Rex skull incident. We just have a mini water dish, we have a tiny bit of scenery and a hide for him to use if he wants to, and just keep it quite plain because, you know, at this size they're going to be constantly growing, and he'll be going to a bigger one before long anyway. So guys, that's it. It's a very quick, another intro video. I know you guys are probably thinking how many more inverts they're going to get. We're kind of almost at our max now. There's a couple more spaces we're filling up because I've obviously built this shelving unit specifically for them. But yeah, we really love them, but again, we want to sort of like hit our limit to the point where we're going to be able to look after them all properly and everything's going to go all right for them, because we want to give the best husbandry we can. Just like we do for our birds, we want our inverts to be happy and healthy too. Any comments, questions, happy to hear from you down below. Please like, subscribe, comment. It really does help the channel, especially with YouTube as it is now. But in the meantime, from me and Curly, who's just now sat on the bed, take care and see you later.